Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Fantastico. Just watching all this price action going on here, and seeing if I got any trade. This morning I got a couple of biases. I have a bias short on the UJ, and a bias short on the CAD, and a bias short on the EU, and just seeing how they play out right now. Kind of big, messy ranges. Those aren't pivots, Jano. It's a new indicator that I am working with. A friend of mine that used to work at a bank built an algo that he asked me to test it out for him. So I'm just testing it out there. So ignore those levels on my charts, guys. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, cool. Yeah, ignore the levels on my chart. So as you can see here, I've got UJ shorts, UCAD short bias, and I've also got a EU short bias, and just watching it, see if anything develops here. Keep an eye on the EU. Just ugly trading these days. Going to watch the UJ up around this level. Hopefully the UJ gets to 99.65. Oh, excuse me. Lots of strong defense here at 3,100 on the euro. Thank you. So I don't see the euro busting down below 3,100. To me, this day just looks stupid so far anyways. I'd be buying. If the euro got down to this level, I think I'll be not buying it because I have a short bias, but I'm kind of hoping the euro makes a new high because I'd like to short it if it does. And I'd like to see, yeah, they're just ugly, Sharon. Just like this, since really the first of this month, after that big, huge spike that we had on the U.S. dollar after the Fed minutes, just not good at all. Just really thin trading, illiquid, nothing really, no sustainable move. Those giant moves like that you have after the Fed, if you take a look here at it, yeah, exactly. This move here, whenever you have a move like this in the summer of, 326 pips in 1, 2, 3 hours for no reason, okay, that's just stupid. All right, that's just stupidity. And that's going to screw up the market for a long time. Like, there was no reason for this. This was just an illiquid market. That's all that was. That was just a cascade of illiquidity. That's all that was. So that's going to mess with the market for a while. I don't really know what what to say here, guys. It's summer trading, and really, I just don't like anything. Um, really don't know what to talk about today because there's just no trades. It's just that simple. Maybe here on the UJ might get a trade here. I don't know. Pedro, probably best to watch my other videos for that. I'll show you a liquidity run though. You were confused. I'll show you a liquidity run. I didn't take this trade, but I should have. Last night on the Aussie. Started right here. I was watching this trade. You know, I was actually lying in bed, and then I was watching this Aussie trade right here develop. And at this point in time, I knew that we were going to grab this liquidity up here. It was only 13 pips, and I was lying in bed watching TV and watching the trade and saying to myself, you know, there's a ton of liquidity up here, and it's only a 13 pip run. You know, but this was a start of a liquidity run right here to here. Now after this happened, now it's just new buyers coming into the market, and I think that the Aussie can go a little bit higher still here. I think the Aussie could potentially come all the way back to 93.89 area. Eventually. Okay. Just like this is just an untradable market right now, right? You know, guys, I don't, you know, like, listen, oh, hey, Boyke, my car, don't even talk to me about my car. I have no car right now because my insurance company, I'm trying to get them to pay for it, and they're having this big, huge argument with me that it's a mechanical failure, and like, anyways, I have to buy an entirely new car. I just threw the whole car out and said, forget about it. I had to buy a new car. And so now I'm at the point right now where I'm deciding what kind of new car I want to buy, because I always drove Mercedes. And, you know, I've loved them, but after what happened to me with this last Mercedes, you know, I'm not buying another Mercedes ever again. So I don't know what I'm going to buy right now. I have no clue, because my whole life, except for when I was young, I've driven Mercedes. And so now I'm like, just out of the principle of the whole thing, I'm not buying it, because we're in a situation. Mercedes isn't going to fix my engine because under warranty, because Mercedes is saying it's abuse, which I don't know how the heck you abuse an engine. And my insurance company isn't going to pay for my car because they're saying it's wear and tear. So I've got Mercedes saying it's not wear and tear, and my insurance company saying it is. So there goes $35,000 out the frickin' window. So now I have to buy a new car, and I don't know what I want to buy. The Tesla's an amazing vehicle, man. I like those Teslas. It's 3 years old. How does a 3-year-old engine go on a Mercedes? Can anybody in the world explain that to me? Anyway. Just no way to trade this, guys. There's just no way to trade this type of market right now. Unfortunately, it's going to be a live trading with Steve and no live trades. Why would I short that level, Pedro? I short that level because there is a ton of sell pressure at that level right now. Where you see the CAD here, if you look at the big picture of the CAD's really just in this big 45 pip range. So it's the only place we have a good edge on it. Yeah, I can look at other pairs. If you guys want me to look at other pairs, go ahead, throw them out there. That's what we can do this session. Go ahead. Any other pair you want me to look at? Aussie and Kiwi? Sure, Karen, I can do that for you. Okay, looking at the Aussie, like I said, you want to be a buyer right now on the Aussie, okay? The problem is that this move here, which happened during London and Asia, it's kind of exhausting itself and it's taking a breath. So I think the only place you could have bought the Aussie was around this level this morning. So I would look for the Aussie to take a breath in here. It's kind of following the Euro and the other pairs right now. So it looks to me like it's going to breathe for a little while. And so I would watch for the Aussie to come back down to get long on it again. And the Kiwi, okay, the Kiwi's obviously weaker than the Aussie, but it's going to be, kind of sucked up with it as well too. So the Kiwi might give you a better buying opportunity somewhere around here on the Kiwi. But you want to be long both the Kiwi and the Aussie right now. Sentiment has changed on both of those short term, right? So when the Aussie came down into this level here, this was a no-brainer. Now, we've held that level, so that to me says to me we are going to take out these highs. When? I don't know. Probably after New York closes. But the fact that this level has held is a very positive sign for the Aussie. So look for the Aussie to take out these highs. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there's some odd news tonight. You got at 8:30 tonight, you've got the Aussie leading index. So watch for the Oz to take out those highs. Yeah. Odd MI leading index tonight at 8:30. The fact that this level is held, though, is a very positive sign. So now there's more liquidity built up here, okay? And the New Zealand, the Kiwi, it's just ugly. So trade the nicer chart, trade the odd, stay away from the Kiwi. CAD. Pedro, it touched 3 times that level. Don't you think it could be a weak point to short? Let me ask you this question, Pedro. If if a dog bites your hand once and then bites your hand a second time, don't you think it's a pretty safe bet that it's going to bite your hand a third time? Good. That's the way I would like you to look at trading. That's the way we look at trading when I was on the floor. We looked for whatever was happening to continue to happen. And if that dog was biting me that day, then I respected the fact that that dog was biting me that day. No, I just take that dog and sick him on my worst enemy, which is the market. None of it's been put down. Any other pairs anybody wants me to look at? I don't do cross pairs. Sorry, Pedro. I don't like cross pairs. Yeah, Michelle, there's not really a lot to really talk about on the euro today. 31 is holding pretty strong. So right now I have a short bias on it. I'll get short up here again on it. Comes back up into this level. Really, this is just ugly summer market. Really ugly summer market. Let me just get this stuff off of here. Oh, just ignore that. This is a bank algo. I have a friend of mine that worked at a major bank, and he developed this algo for the bank. And every day it gives you a sell level, a buy level, a sell target, and stops. So it's a really cool little indicator. And I'm just testing it out for him right now, just to see how it ends up working out for him. Now, you can't use it by itself. You have to have another filter. And when he worked at the bank, they had another filter that they used. But I love the algo because it gives you a clear entry and target and a clear stop. And it does it every day. It's really cool. Here was yesterday on it. But it's a company that I'm working with right now, and I'll let you guys know about it because he now works for another company. See here was a buy yesterday, and it got those 2 targets, and had a sell that failed, and a buy the day before that got 2 targets, and then had a sell that failed, and a buy that failed, and it does it every day. It's really cool. So I'm just testing it out for him, and I'm working with this. New company. I don't want to talk too much about it right now. I'll let you guys know, but it's an amazing little indicator that after I test it out, I'll share with you guys and let you know how if it works well or not. It's just an indicator. I love it though. From playing with it so far, it's just an indicator. It's an algo that calculates at 8 o'clock. It's really cool because it does it at 8 o'clock. I can also play with it to have it do other stuff, right? Like I can have it set to, I can set it to each session open, which is really cool. So for example, if I want to set it to the London Open or the European Open, watch this. Watch. It resets itself to the European Open. No, it doesn't go against my strategy at all. Anyways, it's a really cool indicator. Listen, if a large bank was using it and he worked for a large bank, then there's got to be some good behind it. I didn't get to where I was, Pedro, by being closed-minded. I keep an open mind to everything. Yeah, it's kind of weird, Boyke. Like I said, I'll share it with you guys after I finish testing it out thoroughly. But so far, my tests are really powerful. You have to use it with a different filter, though. Can't just use it blindly. CAD. Keeping an eye here on the CAD. I'm really hoping the CAD pops up. Michael, thank you. That's a big compliment. But people like me need people like me to learn from too. Keeping an eye here on the euro. Gonna maybe take a short here on the euro. Let's watch the euro here. Come on, euro. I might even go blind here on the euro. Let's keep the euro. Might even go blind here on the euro. I'm going to go blind right here on the euro. And I'm going to use a really tight stop until I've tested it out thoroughly. But I promise you in one of my upcoming webinars, if this indicator ends up working out really well, it's the reason I like it. It's just really simple. But I don't promote anything unless I've tested it out thoroughly. And so I don't want to do that just yet. I don't want to talk about it just yet. I apologize it's on my chart because it's kind of hard to take it off my chart. Yeah, it's phenomenal. Pedro, I don't have a website. I'll watch this here. All right. I'm going to exit and re-enter at a new high. I don't have a website. I'm focusing on trading mostly right now. Training is too much of a distraction from trading. I'm a trader, not an educator, and I don't mind educating people some of the time, but I find that it ends up costing me money, because when I coach people, I lose money and I take my focus off of off of trading. It's a very hard thing to do. Yeah, Pedro, I've coached. I have a small group right now that I've coached, and we all chat on Skype. If you're interested in learning from me, Pedro, then you can Skype me. Okay, you can Skype me at I believe in order to learn to trade, you have to watch somebody day in and day out. That's just my belief. You have to watch somebody live every day, in my opinion. It's like like every other profession in the world. Not getting it here. May have to exit here again. I think the euro is going to make another leg higher here. I'm fighting this a little bit right now. So I may have to fire 3 bullets at this trade. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, taking this euro here, now I'm getting the feedback that I want. My target on this euro short is like 40 pips lower. So I don't mind taking firing a couple of bullets at it. And getting the feedback that I want now. And so now I'm looking for a retest of 31 now on this trade. So now we're going to time up. We could not get liquidity higher. So this is a legitimate resistance area. And we're now getting a larger time frame confirmation, which means that my target on this trade is going to probably be down here, 31. I'll take half off here at 31.06. And then we'll see if we can hold a runner all the way back down to 31. See, everybody thinks I'm a liquidity trader, and everybody thinks I trade liquidity runs. But I'm not. They're just a part of what I do. I'm an exploitationist. Such a nasty word, isn't it? But I love it. I'm here to exploit whatever the market is willing to give me. That's what I do. I can turn on any chart and I can trade it if I want to. I don't care what it is. I can trade it. And when you understand how liquidity and order flow works, you can trade it as well too. CAD, I've got to watch this one. Hold on. It's getting a little dicey on me here. CAD, yeah, I watched CAD for a buy. I want to buy the CAD a little bit lower. In this type of market, you have to be really fast, okay? It's illiquid, it's summer, it's thin trading. Anything can happen in a heartbeat. Yeah, the CAD's, I've got a short bias on the CAD, right? I would have loved it up higher. Here, I'm liking it. So the reason I'm being so fast to get in and out of trades here is because I like it here. I don't love it here. orders, latent and pending orders. There's orders. There were orders sitting up here. There were orders sitting down here. There were orders sitting down here. Now there's more orders sitting up here. Everything I do, Michael, is all based upon one fundamental principle, and that is markets move from areas of low liquidity to high liquidity to high liquidity. This turned into low liquidity, and then from this turned into low liquidity, then this was high liquidity down here, then there's higher liquidity up here. Okay? So markets must move for one reason. They must move to fulfill order. That simple. It doesn't matter if all of a sudden the Bank of Japan steps in right now, the ECB steps in right now and floods the market with sell orders. If there is enough demand here, if there's enough latent buy orders here, the ECB can't move the market. Okay, so everybody kind of looks for the tail that wags the dog, and that's how most traders trade. They're looking at the tail and they're not looking at the dog. That's why I believe the way that you should be looking at the market and the way that I coach people to look at the market is to look at the dog, not the tail. Right? To learn how I do everything exactly the way that I do it, then you got to pay me for it. Sorry. I can teach you generally what I do, but, I don't mind help. I give away so much free information here on FX3. And, at the end of the day, it costs me a lot of money and a lot of pain and suffering. So, I do coach. Right? And if you want to know exactly, specifically to the minute detail, then you do kind of have to pay. Sorry, not being a mean guy, but I give away 80% of what I do here. But I'm not going to give you everything. I got Mercedes to pay for. And women. I'm single, ladies, by the way. If there's any ladies in the room, I apologize. Peter, it's best to Skype me. Okay. Just Skype me. Skype me. SSP Trader. Or call me. I don't mind. I like to talk to people on the phone. Because I like to or email me. I like to get to know people. All the people that I coach them all in a very, very different way. Because everybody's got different strengths and weaknesses. Like, for example, this is a market that's a scalping market, okay? And not everybody can be a scalper, all right? But in this particular market, this is an amazing market to scalp. And there's no reason why you shouldn't, right? You should scalp a market like this. But once I get to know you, if I find out that your personality will end up costing you money by this type of trading, I will have you avoid markets like this. I get to know all the people that I coach. I get to know what your personality is, and I show you how to exploit every single market condition, okay? Because I honestly believe as an exploitationist, that's our job as a trader. to exploit everything, not just trade with the trend, not just trade a scalping market. I believe you should exploit all markets. I'm not getting the feedback I want here, guys, so I have to monitor this quickly. So I'll teach you how to read every single market in the world, but more importantly, one of the things I really do for my clients is I say, look, you can scalp this market if you want to, but you're just going to get yourself in trouble. So why don't you just stay out of this market and let's wait for a market that's going to be easier for you to handle. I'm not getting the feedback I want here, guys. We should be flushed down by now. This range, like I said, it's such an illiquid market right now. We could easily pop up to this high again. And I just we're not getting this feedback here. I don't like it very much at all. I'm just going to let it go higher and then just see what we get here. I'm going to let it pop up, take out this liquidity here. It hasn't got this liquidity. When we hit this liquidity, then I'm going to short it again and take it one more time. I should have been trading the UCAT or the thing. I still like this trade though. So I'm going to wait for the market to pop up here and then grab it again short. And like I said, I'm taking a few whacks at this. It's not a big deal because my target on this trade is a retest of 31. I think we're going to be back at 31 before the end of the day. And that's it. All right, I got to run. And if anybody is interested in contacting me, contact me. Otherwise, hopefully, when we come back in 2 weeks, we'll have better markets to trade. I thought this trade was going to work. I really like this trade. I still think it's going to work. All right. But thank you, everyone. And that's all for now. Yeah, I think it will, Sharon. I just think we're going to grab some liquidity higher first. I don't think it's going to go right down. Otherwise, it would have gone right down. So I think we're going to probably pop up a little bit higher. And then it's just too thin. It's summer. And watch for just one little leg higher and then another move back down. Okay, guys. Thank you.